How has Arteta changed Arsenal? The feeling around Arsenal is the warmest it's been for years. Everything from the connection with the supporters to the unity from within the squad is inviting and welcoming. There is a sense of something positive building. Mikel Arteta has had a whirlwind tenure at the club, from the chastising lows of winless runs and no European football to the highs of FA Cup glory and the belief that a top-4 place and future success on the horizon. Beyond tactical and squad alterations by the manager, the much-discussed culture at the club has changed considerably. Finally, this feels like a place where people want to be for the right reasons, instead of a cosy London retirement home where they can pick up their pension package en route to a life in Dubai. In this video, we will take a look at how Arteta has changed the Gunners. Share your thoughts about Arteta down in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with Arteta's minor adjustments. Arteta has made a series of seemingly minor changes in and around London Colney that have all contributed to the improved atmosphere at the club. Starting with training ground changes, the refurbishments have included motivational slogans and quotes from Arsene Wenger. These, coupled with him moving his office closer to the rest of the analyst team and coaches, where he has a table outside his office for meetings, has created a more communal feel. A well-known stickler for timekeeping, most days Arteta will arrive at 8 a.m, an hour before the rest so he can plan his day ahead. Tardiness was one of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's downfalls in the manager's eyes, and his approach has rubbed off positively on the rest of the group, with other players now arriving early themselves, choosing to have breakfast with their teammates on site. His aforementioned hard stance on non-negotiables doesn't filter into every aspect of the day, though. His desire for a warmer environment and greater unity sees, for example, players make greater effort to celebrate events like birthdays, where cake and presents are handed out. Even on set days, players are known to stay and have lunch as an entire squad, now, sometimes built around a theme, such as Brazilian, where staff members dress up in yellow and green and eat Brazilian cuisine. This greater sense of a family feel around the club has seen players bring their families and partners on training camps away from home, which is a big increase on players' performances. Also, Arteta has changed the transfer policy of the club. The Gunners are beginning to play with the freedom and verve that has otherwise been missing for a while. High-earning but underperforming players have been replaced by hungry and talented players yet to reach their peak. Arsenal had a superb summer transfer window. They brought in Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko from Man City and Fabio Vieira from Porto. Also, they signed Brazilian youngster Marquinhos from Sao Paulo. Players like Emile Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Saliba and Odegaard offer an exciting young look to Arsenal. With their rise in ability has come a rise in Arsenal's performances and results, coming so close to a top-4 finish last season, but missing out by the barest of margins. After further investment into the playing squad, the side has shown no sign of a hangover from the previous campaign, sitting top of the Premier League. For the first time in a long while, it has brought about discussions surrounding the possibility of the Gunners being in with a shout of the title. While it may seem unlikely, given they have to topple the likes of Manchester City in their recent dominance of the league, it could prepare them for what's to come. Arsenal have themselves a relatively balanced squad that may need little changing now when it comes to transfers, with players still developing towards their peak. It could mean Arteta, whether it's this season or the ones to come, may finally have a team that can challenge for the crown as champions of England once again. Finally, let's talk about Arteta's tactical approach. If there was ever a word to describe Mikel Arteta's tactical philosophy at Arsenal, it would be control. Even in rising from the bottom of the Premier League to fighting for a top-4 spot, there was a clear desire for Arsenal to be able to ensure complete control in every phase of play, both in and out of possession. Arsenal's evolution on the pitch came in phases. Arteta first began by establishing an ability to control games out of possession. Whether that was a man-to-man high press or a defensive mid-block, Arsenal were able to develop a defensive structure that made them difficult to break down, in spite of their lack of technical players in the squad. For Arteta, the methodology was clear. It was about creating a structure that did not commit too many players forward and left Arsenal's backline exposed, and he achieved that well from the off. But where Arsenal began establishing their dominance and may be able to claim a stake at a title race soon is how they developed their ability to control games in possession. They had a basic formula of remaining patient, being low risk in their approach, and being able to regain shape quickly when conceding possession. Arsenal have shape-shifted their formations and consequently their possession structure multiple times throughout Arteta's reign, but that basic formula remained the same despite sticky results. Arsenal's shape in possession is now more of a 2-3-5, a structure most associated with teams that focus on positional play. This structure allows the central midfielders to push higher into the half spaces, pushing Xhaka forward, moving Odegaard centrally, and inverting their full-back, Oleksandr Zinchenko, to squeeze the midfield and create space wide for players like Martinelli. Arteta's Arsenal have worn many different outfits, but again, the principles remain the same. In this video, we took a look at how Arteta has changed Arsenal drastically. What do you think about Arteta's revolutions on and off the pitch? Do you think that Arsenal can win the title in the near future? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel.